Yes, it worked. Hi, everyone. We had a double header today, and we are so happy and excited to have our newest STEMsation. So I'm going to add the article at the bottom. If you haven't had a chance to read her article, please do. Is amazing in what she does and all the experience she has. And so it would be awesome if you take the time, read the article after the interview, leave some comments and messages. We also want to just say throughout, say hi, make it very interactive. I am Nikisha Washington. I am the CEO and founder of Knowledge Dene Enterprises. At Knowledge Dene Enterprises, what we try to do is encourage and instill confidence, character, and class in young ladies as they become future leaders. We're trying to mold them and steer them into future STEM leaders, but we just want them to be leaders in their own right. But we do provide opportunities for them to be more equipped and skilled and empowered through STEM. And so one things that we've come up with is, of course, the Nyla Nova STEM character. If you haven't heard, check out at nyladene.com or Amazon, Nyla Nova. She's a little super STEM hero at the age of 4, solving all these STEM mysteries. But also what we've come up with is STEMsations. And I know you've heard this word a lot that we've been using, but I just want to let you know that we pick up a STEMsation, a person that's in the field of science, who's a trailblazer in their particular field, but they're also doing it with style and grace while they're skyrocketing to their highest potential. And so our STEMsation for today is the lovely Najee Kitchens. Yeah. Everyone say hi. Please, please. Let's see if we can get some more viewers on. Let me make sure that I shared it to my page. Hold on one second. Yeah, it's on. All right, so we would love for you guys to say hi, to share it to your page so we can get more viewers. She is excellent and awesome, and we want you guys to just sit back and enjoy. We love hearts and thumbs ups and all that good stuff. So please feel free. Let us know that you're watching. Say hi. Once again, I want to give it over to Ms. Najee and have her introduce herself and just tell us, who is Najee?
Hi, my name is Najee Kitchens. I work in this lighting controls company currently. I've been working there for 1 year. And before that, I graduated from Georgia Tech. And I got into the field of STEM because I went to a charter school. It's basically a school. The school is focused on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So it's like perfect for people who want to learn more about STEM. And that's where I developed my love for STEM and get into the field I am today.
That's awesome, because most people don't have that opportunity, to go to an actual STEM school. Like I know we have STEM magnets in different high schools, but a whole school dedicated to STEM, that's amazing. Also remember reading about, you said that you were on your, was it the high school robotics team?
Yes, I did robotics my last 2 years in high school. I did it for my junior and senior year, and we went to it was VEX robotics, so we went to the VEX robotics championships twice in a row, and it was an all girls team, which was pretty cool.
Yes. Yes, go for the girls. And speaking of girls, Nyla says hi. She's watching it with her dad, so she says hi. Hi. Yes, that is awesome. And I love that it was an all girls team. Did you guys feel any did you really work harder because it was an all girls team, like to prove your point? Like did it empower you a little bit more, or did you guys just feel like we got this, we just based on our merit? Like how did that turn out that you guys joined up together?
I don't know how the team formed originally, but I guess we were able to come up with that team alongside the other teams at our school. And those other teams were like co-ed teams, but there was a lot of guys on those teams. So I guess having those guys next to us to like push us further, it helped us in the long run against other teams.
That's awesome. Well, someone else chimed in. I'm sure you know a Joe Kitchens.
Yes, that's my dad.
Hi, Joe. He said, Black Girl Magic. Hi, welcome, welcome. Like I said, we want it to be as interactive as possible. So if you guys have questions or you want to leave comments, please do. Please do. Now, the field that you're in, how did you choose your career and your, like, I know that you did it in high school, you really got your love for it, then you went to college. Like, explain your career, like your choices to end up to where you are now.
So I knew I was really good at math and I enjoyed math. And then once started doing robotics, I got more of a feel of what I actually really love doing. Um, I really enjoyed having putting together the robot, wiring the robot electronically, and then coding the robot. And I wanted a more well-rounded experience of that. So I was like kind of in between like mechanical, electrical, and computer engineering. So I went with computer because you can code more so the device and make the device do something, and deal with the hardware components of it.
That's awesome because I had started out in electrical engineering, but then life happened and I had to switch over to teaching. But when you say coding and robotics, it's just like I imagine coming to your house and seeing like all these little robots doing stuff for you, like it's just
Yeah.
like amazing, like because I'm sure you look at like the new technology. Because like I said, when I was going to school, it was like in '94, we were like using old programming Fortran and just learning Java and stuff,
Mhm.
and now it's so advanced and like I just think about all the technology we have now and how it's so advanced that now
Mhm.
you're on the forefront. Like, it's going to even go even further where we got the artificial intelligence stuff. You got
Mhm.
the things is like Alexa, do this, Alexa, do that. Like, it's amazing how stuff has just changed over the years. So I think it's
Yeah.
awesome with your career and what you're doing. You're never going to get to the end where it's just not like it's the ceiling is no ceiling. It's just like you can
Exactly.
whatever you could dream of, you could possibly end up making it and being very successful in that. So that is awesome. That is
Mhm.
awesome.
And I like how you talk about the robotic stuff, but there may be stuff in my room. I have actually work stuff from work in my room. Is just like a bunch of wires
That's what I see.
everywhere.
I picture it like you just have a bunch of wires and stuff. I walk in, like someone opens the door and like greets me, and because I think it's like, and I don't know why I think of like iRobot right now and stuff. Like I watched the movie so many times, and it's just like that'll never happen. But then it's like the closer we're getting, just like even like I said with Alexa, even my 4-year-old, she's like, Alexa, play this, and she loves "In My Feelings" by Dre. So she says, Alexa, play. I love Kiki or however it goes. And that's so funny. And Alexa knows exactly what she's talking about. And I'm like, she didn't even say the name
Mhm.
of the song or the artist, but she just said a little bit of it. And then she like Alexa
Mhm.
knows it. Like it's just so amazing how all this stuff and like you said, automation, just when we ordering stuff, how now they can
Mhm.
drop it with drones. And it's like I said, like your career and what your field you're in, you can it's got the sky is not the limit. Like it's just amazing
Mhm.
stuff. So
Yeah, like have you heard of Hanson Robotics?
mm-mm.
They have a robot. I forgot. I think her name is Sophia, and she's been on Jimmy Fallon and different things. She's like learning a whole bunch and keeps growing and
I
telling
think I
jokes.
might have seen that. I think it's like scary because it's like it's so realistic. And to me, like I
Mhm.
Robot, they were so scared. Will Smith was so afraid that we're teaching them so much that eventually we don't want them to become smarter than us, and stuff. So, but it's just like
Yeah.
they can only be as smart as the programmers. But for her to be learning that stuff that quickly and being able to do it, that's amazing. Like we are definitely going
Mhm.
into whole new universe and it's just crazy. Yes. So what do
Mhm.
you like most about your career? I kind of already know, but tell our viewers what you like most about your career.
I like mostly the diversity of, like you were saying, like also the ceiling, like is endless. Like it could go so far, and then the diversity of what I could do with different products. There's so many devices with computers in it, like iPhone, just your cars, everything. Like it just keeps growing. I like that the most because I can go to something else differently than what I'm doing. I could learn a lot of stuff always, and I feel like I would never get bored at all.
All right. Now, what do you actually do at your job? Like, take us like a typical day at your job.
So usually
Maybe like a typical, it might.
usually I work on manual testing on the product. So there'll be like things going through development and they finish their code, and then I retest that um, before it gets released to the customer. So I test the software product and this firmware product. Um, so and then with that, I also do automation testing sometimes. So we're trying to get some of that going, so I don't have to do as much manual testing. And then sometimes there's going to be a huge release that I have to focus on manual testing because it's about to be released to the customer instead of just everyday testing.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. What would you change about your career, or what's some of the things you maybe don't really care for that you would like to see different?
Well, right now in terms of my job, I would like more automation testing to be done because it would be more efficient and take less time. Um, what I would like to be changed, um, I think I think it's good right now for me, but I also want to see more diversity inside engineering because there's like I think I know one other one other Black woman that's like in engineering, and then there's probably two just Black people in general in engineering that I've
Yeah.
seen.
It is. It's something. Even when I was like going forward, it was very hard. Like you look around, and I might be the only one in the classroom of 50 that's going for this, and so it does become a little, And that's kind of why I created this platform because I felt like I was the only one, or me and my friend, we was in a class together, but it was like us against everyone else, and then you don't have the same experiences, and you kind of afraid to ask questions because then they're gonna say, "Oh, she's not really supposed to be here." So that's why I wanted to give this platform so people could see, hey, I might not be, I might not see others like myself, but I know someone now. I've seen it. I've heard her talk about how what she's doing is, for her career is something that I may want to do. And so now I can see others because like we was talking about before we started on here about the automation, about the exposure, just becoming exposed to different types of career paths. There's so many out there. You may not even know that was even a choice. But now we're talking to you, now they're like, okay, yeah, I can go into this way because I do want to do testing and products and automation and different things. So it's awesome. We have a viewer, Miss Brandy. She says, will automation change the demand for your workload? And do you have concerns about machines replacing humans? That's a good one.
I think because there's always development going on, there's always going to be some testing certain aspects of that product. So I would be that person to code that automation. I don't think it would get to a point where it would just take up my job because um, our company always has to keep changing and adding features that the customer wants, or that product will become an old product, and then I move on to another product or a different technology. I don't see it replacing my job because I would be the coder actually making that code, and I think we'll always need someone who understands the product in case something goes wrong.
That is true.
Yeah.
And I think too, what she's talking about, what I always think about, because I know it's been a big debate about now how, like at Walmart, Target, all those self-check lanes, and some people are like trying to say that they're going to boycott it because that's replacing cashiers. But then, do you feel that way? Like, is it replacing cashiers, or that's just giving the customer a different option? Because to me, like you just said, they're gonna always need a human, like machines. Because even like the cashier person at the end, the lights are always going off because something is wrong with the machine or the customer is not doing something right. So how do you feel about that? Like, which side of the fence are you on, or can you see both ways? Or
Um, well, I feel like some people may prefer just not having to check out, especially if you have a ton of items. You don't want to deal with that. So I wouldn't see it going away, but I could see there being an increase in the self checkout because it can be quicker to do it by yourself. Or if you're going in for a few items. Um, and yeah, there always will be someone there to like see it if there's anything wrong with the product. There's always going to be a bug because humans made the technology. Um, but I don't see it going to affect the jobs anytime soon. I would say
okay,
because there's people maybe like with disabilities or whatnot who still need those people to check them out.
that's true.
Yeah.
Okay. I know I enjoy them, but like you said, when I have just a few items, I don't mind going to self checkout. But I have a lot. I was like, nope, I just put it on this thing and let them deal with it and stuff. So I
Mhm.
guess I can see it both ways. It's awesome.
But
You
then
mentioned earlier.
there's
Oh, go ahead.
um, if you've heard of NCR, their National Cash Register, um, they create different self checkout machines, and I saw one of their products. They have like a conveyor belt, and just you put it on the conveyor belt, and it scans your products, and you don't have to do anything. You don't even
Oh,
have to scan it. So if that comes out, then there would probably be a decrease in jobs in that sense.
and I'm sure that's where they're going because even now they have the apps. Someone was telling me they have the Walmart grocery app. It's just like Target, different places
Yeah.
where you could put in everything you want and you could just go pick it up. Now, even of course, a human has to, you know, put it together, but it's we're getting to the point where the things that we used to do have to go to the grocery store, be around there for about 30, 40 minutes. Now we could just sit at our desk at work, say we're gonna be there at 5 o'clock, pick it up, keep going. So it's like it's just the wave of the
Mm-hmm.
future. I mean, that's what we just
And then,
said. Technology, the ceiling is like you said, the conveyor belt. They'll put it on there and check you out. So it's like it's just the wave of the future. And I mean, we just got to get ready because definitely just us doing
mhm.
this we're doing now. This wasn't heard of a couple of years ago, decades ago. So it is definitely the wave of the future.
And then Amazon, you can ship your food to your house.
Yeah,
You don't have to leave the house.
it's just getting, and then I think Brandy said Sam's has that too with the conveyor. Oh no, I'm thinking she's talking about when you can the app where you can just say, "Hey, what I need," and pick it up, and then like you said,
Mm.
now they delivering it to your house too. I'm like, man, you don't have to do anything anymore. No one has an excuse. Yeah. Now you did mention earlier about, being one of the few women of color and person of color in your engineering like field or at your job. What's the stigma that you have to combat? Like, how do you deal with the stigma of being a woman of color in STEM? Like, has there been some things that have happened where people kind of discredit your ability because you're a woman? Or is there some things people actually say? Like, how do you combat that stigma of being a woman in color and STEM?
I don't think anyone has said anything directly about me being a woman of color, but I feel like you definitely have to prove yourself because I feel like they have a perception of you. It's like, oh, you probably don't know as much as other people, but just kind of proving yourself and learning as much as you can. And it's okay to ask questions because not even those people that are treating you poorly don't know everything. So um, just continuing to gain that knowledge from other people and showing that you can do what you say you can do and everything like that would help.
That's true. That's true. That's awesome. For the young girls that are watching, or even people that may be thinking about going into the particular career, what are some tips and advice you will offer to them?
My tip would be like I said again, ask questions um, because there's no stupid question because like someone else probably has the same question as you. and to get hands-on experience, especially in college, because once you graduate, they'll look for if you have internship experience and see if you know what you're doing, and probably also just continue to stay focused in your career and your schoolwork, and just don't let anyone say that you can't do something because of how you look or whatnot, um, and just continue to grow in what you do.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What are your future goals? Like, I know that you kind of like said you've been at this particular job for like a year now. What's your future goals?
My goal is to get more into firmware development because that's more of what I am interested in. Is the embedded systems type programming, um, so that I can actually like do the programming on the device instead of
Oh,
testing the program on the device.
okay, so tell me
Um,
a little bit more about that because you know we're laymen now, so the embedded. Yeah, explain it a little bit more.
Embedded systems is the actual physical chips basically on the device.
Okay.
Like in your phone, there's like a chip, and you can program that chip to um, do the functionality, create the functionality on the device. Um, and then software is more so like, let's say like an app or something like that. And yeah, firmware is like more so on the device.
Oh,
Um, and I like my job right now because I get experience learning more about the device, even though I'm just testing, and I get to understand it before I can get into that role because um, there's a lot you can make mistakes in firmware engineering, and that has like a huge effect on the device. So I want to gain the knowledge before I do something and make big mistakes.
okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, so I know we met Joe a little bit earlier, which is your dad. What other, and to talk about him, what your family influence and support that has led you to be, you know, the person that you are right now and the career that you've chosen? How has your family influenced or supported you?
Yeah, my dad played a good role in helping me understand what my skill set is good for, like for engineering, and like providing me the resources, and he's also been a mentor for me, especially still now, even for my career, like what to look forward to and what to plan to do in like 3 years or 4 years. And then my mom, she's the one that got me into that charter school, that technology STEM charter school, and um, yeah, she gave me the application. There's usually um, a lottery, but we didn't meet the maximum number of students, so everyone got to go in who applied.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
then yeah, and then right before I graduated from high school, my mom found me a scholarship slash internship. It was for Emma Bowen Foundation, and they do like media type internships, but my job was actually engineering related, which was nice,
Okay.
because they're gaining more like technology and engineering internships in companies, because technology touches pretty much every sector. Um,
Yes, especially nowadays. Yeah.
yeah. And then that helped me pay for college and get experience. So
Okay. That's
yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. And some things that you did mention is something that we want to do at Knowledge Name. We actually have a scholarship central where we post different scholarships and stuff for people because like we said, it's so much information out there, but you have to kind of hone in and know what you're looking for that might meet your needs. And so we are looking at that. And then we also want to do like a job board as well, where we're, you know, like if you know that there's a job opening at your business that you uploaded, let us know, you know, so then we'll have that connection so we can start connecting people to scholarships, connecting people to certain jobs, to certain industries. And so I think what you said by your family being so instrumental in that, they help you to get to where you are. But we know that doesn't happen in all families. You know, they're just like, okay, you're smart, go do this. but to have someone to kind of get you into that charter school, to get your scholarship, that's awesome. So you had a great family influence, and that's awesome. So we thank you, family. Yay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're almost closing up our interview, but we love to hear about how you want to give back or pay something forward, or like, what do you do? You know, what are your plans if you're not doing nothing currently of how to give back to your community, to young, or, you know, whatever you feel that is in the future of what you want to do.
Hmm. I think just getting myself out there and like what I do provides inspiration for like younger generations that they can do it too.
Mhm.
So
Definitely.
I'm also on this technology committee for Emma Bowen Foundation, because Emma Bowen is for minorities, and it would help those kids to see like minorities in technology. And hopefully, I can do some volunteering experience with women in technology. I did it before when I was younger.
Okay.
It's called WIT, but I think it was for like the event I did was for like young girls and showing them coding, robotics. Hmm.
That's awesome. I was about to add your Instagram, so we just, you know, let everyone know how they can continue to keep in touch with you, how they can follow you, just to see all the wonderful things you're doing. And I
Hmm.
always said if we were close, I would love to like help you test stuff out. Like I'm very interested in that, like see if stuff works. And, you know, like your mind. I'm just
Hmm.
would love to. So hopefully one time, if I'm able to be in Atlanta or somewhere in Georgia, that we can do some kind of conference, some type of meetup, because I think that just that the hands-on experience as well, so people can actually really
Oh
see,
yeah,
like you said, what you do and how you know you get to the point that you're getting to. I think is awesome. So I'm
yes, of
adding your
course. So
Instagram too, so people can follow you.
so you can find me on Instagram at najj_k, and then I also have a YouTube channel called Black Magician, where I also talk a little bit more about like some of what I do for
Black
like
Edition.
engineering. Yes.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay. Yes. Well, this has been amazing and awesome just to hearing all the wonderful things you're doing. And it's so funny, like the level of what you're doing it at, we don't even realize that that's even needed. You know, like we understand like how we get a product or how we get something, and if something goes wrong, who to call. But someone's on the forefront of testing things out to make sure they work, make sure. But like you said, I know one of the things you said about your job, what you liked about you're able to help the customer actually before they even get it. Because who wants to get something that's
Mhm.
not going to work? Like if I get an iPhone and it doesn't even work, I'm gonna be upset. But then you have those people that are going beforehand testing it all out to work out the bugs and kinks. So I think that's awesome. I think what you're doing is amazing. And just how you have that, 'cause some people get to certain age groups and don't even know what they want to do, but you started as a young girl and followed that path. You joined that robotics team of all your females, no more hidden figures. You guys did all amazing things, all future sensations in their own right. So I just want to thank you this evening. I know Sunday nights can be kind of tough trying to get prepared and get, you know, because you got so much getting together for the next day. But I just want to thank
Mhm.
you so much. And I just want to tell our audience, please, please, please check out her article. I uploaded the link, but also please go to knowledgeandA.com where you can read more about Najee Kitchens, and because she's amazing and everything that she's doing. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. We have that link, and look at her YouTube channel. I can't wait to check it out, Black Magician. So you get to see. I love that name. That name is so catchy. Like that's awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Thank
So
you.
thank you guys for tuning in. I'll let Najee have the last words, and any shout outs or anything you want to do before we get off, because this is your time.
Oh, well, just check me out. I have some good advice, like life advice, on my Instagram, and to continue to grow and gain more knowledge about STEM. That's it.
All right. Yes, that's what we want. We want all these future STEM leaders. Yes. So
Mhm.
once again, thank you everyone for tuning in. We're so happy to have. We had a wonderful doubleheader. So please check out if you missed some of this. Please look at the replay and share, so other people can see all the good work that we're doing and spreading all the good news. So we want to wish everyone a happy and STEMsational week, and we will be back here sometime in the future. I know next week is getting ready for the holiday, so we may not be here on Sunday, but we'll be here in some form or fashion talking to wonderful women of STEM. Thank you guys. Thank you, Najee, for being a part of this and taking out the time. We really appreciate it. We definitely want to keep connected with you. So we will send you some stuff, and we want to just, continue to hear from you and follow your career, because I know it's going to be a great one. I know it's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that's it for us tonight. We will see you next time. Thank you.